and happy early spring. I'm Debbie Wood, and we're Jeff Seal is with me today, of course. Smith Lake, Alabama Television, and folks, we've had a little hiatus, a little hibernation going on for the last it's been a cold winter.
And I think I want to keep the hibernation going because it's going to be like 29 degrees here tonight. Right. A little blackberry winter going on.
That is true, because today's Tuesday, April the 8th, 2025. So like Jeff said, we're going to go into, but don't we typically do that around Easter?
We do. It just seems there's always one more freeze sometime in April that always messes up my water skiing and messes up my water sports.
Yes, because you're ready to go.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Yeah, ready to launch everything, but it's going to be another week or so because it's so cold out here.
It is so cold.
Yeah.
We've got a little footage that you'll see, just a little bit of Jeff in his shorts or bathing suit or whatever, going all around the neighborhood. Now, we're on Rock Creek, beautiful Rock Creek, and one of the benefits, Jeff, I think, as homeowners in this area is our lots are so beautiful.
Absolutely, our lots are gentle sloping to the seawall, but there's a problem with that, and you know the problem.
It happens.
Yeah. So when it floods like this, these gentle sloping lots, of course the lake gets out of its banks, and we get all kind of trees and debris, all that kind of stuff floating up in our lawns, which it's the bad part of having a nice lot.
A nice lot.
If you happen to live on a cliff or live on a steep sloping bank, this is something you don't have to deal with.
You don't deal with it.
Me, you, Wendell, our neighbors, we have to deal with this, and it's just part of it, of having a nice grassy lawn that generally slopes to our dock.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. But it really doesn't do, as far as damage. I was asking Jeff earlier, we all have really pretty seawalls through here. In fact, you and my husband recently filled in all the cracks and stuff and did a marvelous job.
We did.
Is this water gonna affect us?
No, you know what? It's so far, our seawall is right now probably about 3 feet under the water right now. Okay. So it really doesn't hurt it. What hurts our seawalls on our lots is the wake boats and the constant pounding of the huge wake boats that go by, and it washes the waves up on the land, and then it washes it backwashes the soil away from the seawall.
From the seawall.
It does. It does. I'm sure Alabama Power's got something to say about that. But, anyway,
how often does this happen? I can't remember. I know y'all said it happened 2 years ago. Did it come up this far? I mean,
yeah. So I think it was 2020 or 2021. It got normal lake level here is 510 feet above sea level.
Okay.
It got up to, I think it was around 521, almost 522, which is well beyond my flower bed here. I mean, it was about 30 feet from my basement.
From your basement,
But it was 521 for about several weeks, and before it got back to normal, it was about 6 weeks, killed all the grass and that kind of stuff.
Killed the grass, yeah.
It happens. I thought we were going to get by without a flood this spring, but this last weekend, a lot of rain, a lot of runoff, and I think it probably crested today. I haven't looked at the numbers, but I think Wendell said it was around 515, I think, something like that.
Wow.
Plus or minus 6 inches. It came up about another 4 inches last night.
So what happens next? I mean, Alabama Power is going to do what? I mean, what do they typically do?
Yeah, so they're protecting the people downstream, and of course they got a lot of rainfall. Also, this is a flood control lake as well as a power generating lake. So this water to Alabama Power is money.
Okay.
And they use it to generate power. And as the temperatures go down, they'll probably kick on the generators tonight for everybody turning on their heat.
Gotcha.
That
will help.
But absolutely. But right now, I'm pretty sure they're holding the water back just for the people downstream on the Sipsey and the Black Warrior.
That were having water issues too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing. They're just trying to prevent them from flooding downstream. So they'll hold the water back as it, and then they'll start to let it out slowly. I think we're probably going to get some more storms, or at least some more rain on Wednesday or Thursday of this week.
So that will make this a little bit worse than what it is.
Yeah.
Also, how does it affect the trees? Like, you can see the trees behind us. that are in the water. I guess if they stayed in there very long, it would affect them or not?
Yeah, I've got a couple of trees down here right on my seawall, and I've seen one. I'm probably going to lose one from just the years of flooding over and over.
Okay.
I'm seeing it's starting to the
rot.
Yeah,
okay.
the base of the tree starting to rot. So I guess it's just you get too much water for a tree, it's just not going to survive. But your big oaks here that are off the seawall a ways, I don't think it really hurts
that much. Okay.
Yeah,
but it's still beautiful, and of course it's not affecting our houses. It's not in our basement. It's in it. Prayerfully, it'll never get that high. Right. But we've got a lot of course, this does sort of kick off our spring segments and the fact that we've been hibernating for the last couple months. But I have touched base with Crane Hill Volunteer Fire Department, and Brandon Williams is our contact there. He's the chief. I think that's correct. Great guy, and we're going to be meeting with him. Jeff's taking a big trip soon when he gets back, and I'm going to Tampa and Clearwater for a few days. So when we get back, we're going to be meeting with Brandon, some of the firefighters, and I think you're going to find it very interesting. He really, really wants to get the word out to all of you, especially you new folks on the lake, how they work and how they're there to assist you. And any questions you might have, of course, you can go on our website and send them to us. We'll be glad to ask him. But I think you're going to find that very interesting. Also, you're going to do a couple segments on.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me about. There's this organism. It's a jellyfish-looking thing. I'm going to talk about. A lot of y'all may see that on your docks or on your boat lifts and stuff like that. I'll let you know in our next segment what those things are and what they mean to this lake.
Okay, it's an important thing.
It is an important thing. So
we don't need to be worried about getting rid of them or anything like that.
Yeah. One other thing, I just checked all our dock lines. I checked Deborah's next door. I checked Debbie and Wendell's dock lines, and there's a lot of debris floating. So if you can, put your bathing suit on, get out there, get the debris off your bridges, off your docks as quick as you can. The other thing, make sure your dock lines are checked. Make sure they're loose, because as the water rises, those dock lines get tight. They can either pop or break the where they're attached, either on the dock or where they're anchored on the seawall. But they can do damage if you don't keep those dock lines adjusted.
And that's the only way that you can actually tell is by getting in the water. And do you fill at them and start cranking them one way or the other?
Yeah, our friends across the way there, they can just walk right out on their docks.
That's true.
We have to wade in the water to get to our docks right now.
Yeah.
But price of doing business, I guess.
That's true, absolutely. Yeah. And there again, we want to thank you for tuning in, and we also want to say a big thank you to First National Bank. Stephen McRae, who is a great guy. He's the president of that new bank in Coleman, First National Bank. Give him a call. We'd love to hear from you, but thanks to Stephen for sponsoring and bringing you these segments. And remember, we'll tell you more as the time goes on, but we'll be with Crane Hill, Alabama Volunteer Fire Department, Brandon Williams and his great folks sometime toward the end of this month. And I think you're going to enjoy that.